Welcome to the D Post for All Season Sports Show. I'm Drew Rubenstein here again with Fred Wyant. And Fred, a topic that we've been discussing off air a good bit is ticket sales with WVU football. It becomes a topic every year around this time, and kind of where ticket sales and at this point it looks like they're going to be falling from last year, which last year fell significantly from the 2011 season, and so I think it creates an extra dynamic heading into this football season. Even going back to December, Oliver Luck released a statement kind of the state of the WVU football program, and then when you see ticket sales declining like this, does this make the seat underneath Dana Holgorsen that much warmer or hotter in your opinion?
Well, I think it does, because that's what he based on bringing Holgorsen in to begin with, was the fact that Bill Stewart had risen to that level, but that he wasn't winning enough games, yet he was the third winningest coach that they had ever had that started off. And
But you're right, because when Bill Stewart came in, the season ticket sales were at about 38,000, and then over the course of 3 seasons declined to 34,000. And you're correct, and Oliver Luck said at that point that was an indicator that fans were not pleased with the product, and that's what spurred some of the change. And now when you look at Holgorsen's tenure, season ticket sales were, I think, around 37,000 3 years ago, and now they could be down to 30,000. So I think that conversation is a relevant one to come up again.
well, I think so too, and he's, and of course, the thing about in West Virginia, there's 1,800,000
Right.
people in West Virginia. There has been for 50 years. There will be, hopefully, in another 50 years, the same thing. But there's not going to be 2,500,000 going up, which means, like in sales, that the volume, if you keep selling to the same way you did, the volume will go up in tickets or whatever it is you're selling, and that's important.
And when you're looking at a place like West Virginia, I mean, winning is obviously most important. If the Mountaineers are winning, more people are going to go to the games. That's just been proven over history. But are there other things that West Virginia can do and maybe should be doing and tweaking with, whether it be ticket prices, whether it be concessions, whether it be kind of the fan activities that they have at the games? I mean, are there other things that WVU can control and try to foster a better environment for fans, whether the wins and losses are coming, that could increase ticket sales?
Well, I don't think so. I think that they're stuck with 1,800,000 people. And the other thing is that they don't take kids that are from around this area.
Okay, right.
And hopefully there'll always be somebody that's good that you want, that you could get from New Orleans or someplace like that. But hopefully that's not going to be the bulk of your recruiting is in that area there, because I don't know anybody in New Orleans. I'd like to go to the game and go to see somebody play and know what they did, and maybe even have seen them in high school and
Feel like you have that relationship.
yeah,
I'm just
going to move that over, and I know that person, and I'm going to continue and grow. And for example, they recruited in basketball. They had a girl down in North Marion, and that girl in North Marion had won the state championship, I think, 3 years in a row.
Right, I think you're correct.
And they didn't take her. They let her go to Ohio U. And what happened was that North Marion is, 45-minute drive down the way?
Right.
They packed every time they played. They packed, and those people in Marion County and Harrison County and they're all coming to the games. And that's, I'm sorry, if you're going to base your entire organization or your system on the number of tickets you sell, then you better get as many people here as you can that are close by, that can come on a wintry night, and that will cause somebody from Morgantown to want to go see him play. Not just, I want to go see a basketball game. My mother played girls basketball. They won the only state championship that ever won at Weston High School. And she played basketball when they had six women on the court, and things like that. So she loved those games, and my dad, and they went to all those. But that's the kind of people that you need to have. And if you only have 1.8 million, you can't make a comment about, well, if you don't go out there and make a sell to every single person there, but I want to double this year and double the next year, and you're saying, yeah, but I'm clear out in Texas now, and, to try to bring those people in, they're not coming. I'm not coming.
You make a lot of good points, Fred, and I think one other point that should be made too is that a lot of student athletes and teams over the year have been able to create that environment with the community. You think of the baseball team and the women's basketball team in recent years, and the way that they've really gotten into the schools and into the community, into the hospital, and you see that, I think, with the crowds that come to the games where there's a lot of kids with families, and you're able to create that atmosphere. Even if the student athletes aren't necessarily from West Virginia and the bordering states, you can still create that atmosphere, and I would agree that's a very important atmosphere to have. But Fred, I appreciate your time once again and all your feedback, and please continue to check theedpost.com for the latest on the Mountaineers. Thanks for watching today.